Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 7th, 2024 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously and it gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Actually, before we dive into the tarot and the message, just a little bit of housekeeping. The website, my website, daneharttarot.com, has been updated. There are new prices, there are new things being offered. So, yeah, meditations, healings, readings, of course. So check that out if you're interested. I think you all will be very pleased by the update Spirit had me do. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Sorry, just fixing my mic. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Fantastic. All right. So we are crowned here by the Hermit reverse. We do not want, and this moon is going to bring it out in us, we do not want to be turning inward anymore. We're just kind of sick and tired of it. So do be aware of this. We want to go out. We want to do things. We want to see things. Do we need to connect with our inner self? Absolutely. Do we need to make sacred space for that time? Absolutely. But is that going to be our main thing during this time? No, it's not. It's more of a sense of I want to see and I want to express and I want to explore. No more meditating and waiting for things to happen. Kind of like I want to grab the bull by the horns and go for it type of energy. Now this new moon is in Taurus. We are in Taurus time frame. So this is intense and this is powerful. And we are going to see that this hermit energy, which is also Virgo energy. I do know that this is a Gemini reading and I am giving out a lot of signs, but Virgo is a time frame of August 23rd to September 22nd. And we want to see ourselves kind of on an adventure by then. So just be aware. It doesn't have to be a big adventure. It could be a small adventure, but it's one that's going to sing to us. It moves us then to the Queen of Swords reverse. Be mindful of this. We are represented by the swords in the minor arcana. So air sign energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. All right. We can overthink things. We can have a tendency to have very negative and very nasty self talk. So, do be mindful about this during this time. We can have a tendency to listen to people who are very cutting, very kind of crude and rude. So, do be mindful about this as well because we'll think, well, they're just telling me the truth and they might not have it packaged the way I want to see it or I want it delivered, but it's going to be the truth and I need it. You don't need that truth. So just be aware of this. With the Queen of Swords, there is a sense here of doubting our own voice, of doubting our own words. We're going to find that kind of like we don't want to talk. We don't want to talk. We're afraid we're going to make a mistake. We don't want to mess things up. We're afraid of writing things down, of going after what we want, because we're afraid we're going to mess up. We've messed up in the past. That's part of living in life. But we're afraid we'll do the same again. Stop overthinking. This is going to be a time, a moon, where we can really overthink. Our thoughts can be very powerful and will be very powerful. And this leads us to one of the main functions of a new moon in Taurus is the manifestation, right? So a new moon is to set down your intentions. Now, you set down those intentions not simply for the next full moon, right? But it is for the full moon in Taurus, which will be on November 15th. So you have 6 months from the intentions you set down in this new moon in Taurus to have them manifest forward, to see how your life has changed, to see how you have changed, to see what you have embraced and what you have, been afraid of, overwhelmed by. So I would highly suggest having a moon journal, writing down your intentions, but also writing down what the heck scares you. Do you fall deeper into fear, or is that what your mind is focusing on, so you're manifesting it? Or do you fall deeper into self-confidence? So it's not saying, oh, I'm to blame here, I'm manifesting bad things. No, it is when we talk about manifestation, it's what's in kind of the front of our mind. So just be aware of this during this time. I don't want anybody to ever think, oh, well, if something bad happens to me, I did it to myself. No, sometimes bad things happen to really, really good people. and it doesn't make any sense, and we don't know why. It moves us then to strength, which is Leo energy. All right, Leo is ruled by the sun. Virgo is ruled by Mercury, which we are also ruled by Mercury. So words, thoughts, actions. Not actions so much as words and thoughts are going to be the most important thing to us during this time. But we can also, because the hermit is reversed, we can have these kind of twisted and used against us. So we can be overly cautious with our words, or we can also be overly cautious with our imagination. It just has to be perfect. Take perfect off the table, throw it in the garbage, light it on fire. It doesn't have to be perfect. So just be aware of that. With the strength card, our greatest strength is going to come in the most unlikely of places. Our greatest strength is going to come from connecting with the most unlikely of people. And there's going to be a strength and a power, and there is a strength and a power to us that sets us apart, that leads us forward, that has us looking at things in a very different way. Strength is not going to be the big muscles, demanding physical strength that we think of, or the booming voice, I demand your attention strength that we think of, that our world tends to promote. But I always see the strength card, and I always think of my great grandma, who was in her 90s when I was little. And she was the strongest person I've known. Yes, my mom and my grandma take a very close second, but my great grandma was astounding. She was just astounding. And she was this little old lady who, you would totally overlook, you wouldn't think was strong, but had a will of iron. And we're going to see that with ourselves. It doesn't have to be, oh, these people must pay attention to me because of my physical prowess. It's the strength of our soul that is coming forward during this time. It moves us then to the Nine of Pentacles. Be mindful. When the Nine of Pentacles are reversed, we can fall very easily into a dream state of the future and into a kind of worrying, state of the past. So with the Nine of Pentacles, move forward in the power of now, but that is going to be very difficult for us. We're going to find it very difficult to stand in the here and now, to see our power, to see our success, to see ourselves. We can also find it very easy to spend money a lot of little ways, but it'll add up to a lot. So mind your pocketbook during this time. With the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Swords is we've felt trapped. We felt trapped in our own mind. We have felt trapped. We have felt trapped by the disapproval of others, by, the disappointment of others. And this is going to be a time where we're starting to awaken, where we're seeing the hurt and the pain, the stabs in the back that have made us falter, that have made us fall apart. And we're starting to rise, and we're starting to take the swords out of our back and say, this was supposed to destroy me. But it has actually made me stronger than I ever thought I could be. And as we start to see this, we start to rid ourselves of a cage, rid ourselves of the box, rid ourselves of a way that we thought we should be. And now we are stepping into the person that we want to be, the dream that we have. Yeah, the star card. This is Aquarius Energy, time frame January 20th to February 18th. But this is our greatest wish being led forward. This is also us connecting with our soul and ourselves and what we desire and what we want and what we need and who we are. That is what's coming forward now. This is a time of great big dreams, but also great big insecurities that say you can't possibly have this. So be mindful of this during this time, how you are balancing yourself, how you are moving yourself forward, where it is that you want to be, what it is that you are achieving and desiring. Oh, this is very interesting. If we have Scorpio in our chart, check out the Scorpio reading, because they also had the Six of Swords reversed. And the Six of Swords reversed is like, I don't want to wait. I just want to hit the gas pedal and go. And that's not going to serve us. This is also being disconnected from connecting with our angels and our spirit guides. So do know that we are going to want to see progress. And instead of stepping back and saying, okay, you know what? I understand I'm stuck in the past. I'm stuck in the future. I'm not in the here and now. I'm overwhelmed. I'm taking, so much toxicity, and I'm having it rid my body. And that's taking up my time. That's taking up my energy. We can be feeling a little bit sick, under the weather. Of course, always get checked out by a doctor. But this is also a sense of like, I'm purging out what isn't welcome in me anymore. And we're going to see ourselves just wanting to move forward and not caring what Spirit has to say. And yet Spirit is saying to us, please listen, please, please. Spirit is shouting to us more and more and more on this world, in this earthly plane. And we're just like, no, full throttle ahead. So just be mindful about this. Let's see what Spirit has to say. And if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a flower, there we go, put a flower in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced in a video on Sunday. So hit the bell notification, because those videos do not come up at a set time. So hit the bell notification, and yeah, good luck to everyone. And don't be scammed by anybody in the comment box. It will not be me. All right. Well, saying to you, congratulations. I do talk to you all in the comment box. So leave a comment. All right. So here, our message from Spirit is centered reverse. We are having a hard time with that. We're feeling scattered. We're feeling all over the place. Centered reverse. We need to focus on being centered. Sit under the shadow of this new moon. Sit in the quiet. Sit in the darkness. Sit in the connection with stillness. We don't like stillness. We fill our world with noise. And that's fine. That's fun. I'm all here for a book on tape, right? I'm all here for, an audiobook. But let yourself embrace the silence. That is important. That is so important. I'm also all here for a podcast, but it knocks us off center. We're always having somebody else's words, somebody else's thoughts, filling the moments, filling the minutes. What about our own? Our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is dreams reversed. Spirit is going to be talking to us a lot through our dreams. We may wake up not remembering our dreams, or remembering one word from the dream that can really freak us out. We could be like, ooh, that was harsh. But it can be a very different way that is moving forward. It can be like, oh, well, check out this card in tarot, or, check out this idea. This is our third eye chakra. We need to open up our third eye. We need to know that there's a blockage in our third eye, and that this is telling us it's time to open to the vision of what we want, of how we want to move forward in our world, of what we dream of. We've also locked away our dreams and our hopes, and it's time to reconnect. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Of course, Gemini. Be mindful of the tower. Be mindful of your world being shaken up. You have gone through a tower time. A tower time is a time of irrecoverable change. It doesn't have to be bad. It's just intense. So be aware of this during this time, that the tower can come, or we've been through the tower and we're afraid it's going to come again. But a tower is just intense, powerful change. You're not the same after you've been through a tower time. And you're not supposed to be. So here it is being aware of this. It's being aware that we have gone through something that has changed our DNA. It has changed us at a cellular level. It has changed our soul. It has changed our spirit. It has changed us deeply. And we need to be aware of this. It moves us to needing to seize life, right? To needing to go after things. But we also, again, as much as Spirit said, like, go out, have fun, do it. Yes. But we need not be afraid to turn inside, to have a good cry, to mourn what has fallen apart, or to mourn that, a tower time can be a happy occasion. It could be something that everybody's saying, oh, congratulations, congratulations. And you're sitting there smiling, but also like, how do I handle this? This is so stressful. Like, how do I deal with all of this? It could be a new job. It could be a marriage. It could be a child. It could be, moving house. Everybody's congratulating you, whatever it is. Everybody's like, woohoo, it's so great. And we can just feel completely overwhelmed, and then feel guilty or ashamed or whatever for being overwhelmed. We go through our tower times all differently. We all hit on them all throughout our lives. Don't be ashamed. Turn inward, see yourself, but also know that you want to get out and do. As long as the getting out and do isn't running away from you, then do it. But just be aware of this. Be aware of being hypercritical of yourself. Be aware of taking other people's words, especially the critical ones, and holding them to your heart and saying, oh, this is true, right? Who would say the negative things if it wasn't true? Plenty of people. Plenty of people. And we can have plenty of intrusive negative thoughts that don't have a place in our world and ourselves. So just being aware is important. With the Strength card, this is embracing our strength and our prosperity. This is Leo energy. Time frame July 23rd to August 22nd. Leo goes into Virgo time period. Leo is also ruled by the sun, right? So this is the radiance coming forward. This is the radiance of the Taurus time period coming forward, shining brightly in our lives. And the absence of a big glowing ball in the sky, right, with a new moon coming, is a time of stillness and quiet. And we could be rejecting that time of stillness and quiet because of everything that we've been through. It's easier to move into action. But let ourselves take this day on the 7th, if that's when the new moon falls for you, or whenever it is in your calendar, and let it be a still and quiet day. Embrace the quiet luxuries of things. We do have to be mindful always with Taurus energy of overindulgence. This could be a time where we tend to overindulge with food or drink or, physical activities, whatever it is. We can spend more, we can do this, we can do that more, as long as it's in balance, as long as we're seeing and connecting with ourselves. Let us move forward. Let us move forward, because we're going to be drawn to the finer things, and we're going to be looking at the finer things during this time. With the 9 of Pentacles reversed, again, we can have a tendency to make a lot of little purchases that we think, oh, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, but they add up. So do be aware of that. With the 9 of Pentacles reversed, we do tend to be stuck in the past and in the future. And, the past is done with, the future is unknown. Stop and stand in the here and now. Now it is time to take action. We are afraid to take action because we have seen our failures in the past. That's fine. That's fine. We all fail. We then succeed again, and we fail and we succeed again. And it's a yo-yo of life. So being aware of that, but also being aware that we're pulling the swords out that made our cage, that stabbed us in the back, that had us doubting ourselves. We're pulling out that negativity, and we're moving forward towards our soul's wish. But we can have, again, very negative, intrusive thoughts that make us think, oh, you can't do this, especially in quiet moments, because we've been through so much. We fear that, oh, the shoe's going to drop again. Everything's going to fall apart. Take today as a blessing. Embrace your spirit, embrace your soul, embrace yourself. Send your soul's wish forward. A moment of greatest hope, of greatest triumph, of greatest love, guiding you and moving you in a direction you didn't think you could be in. There's going to be a moment during this new moon, okay, during this time, where you're like, oh, I am listened to. Spirit does hear me. I am connected. My angels are with me. It can be very small. We can miss it, most definitely. But with the star, it's like our wish does come forward, and that is beautiful. And with the 6 of Swords reversed, it's like, be mindful. We're really wanting to hit the gas pedal and just ignore spirit and say, I'm going after what I want to go after. I'm sick and tired of listening, of thising, of thatting. Fair enough. But we need to move forward slowly, steadily, gracefully, and with connection, because that is going to get us long-term to the place that we want to be. So slow things down, connect with you, Gemini. Be very mindful of what you consume. Again, Taurus is the great manifester. Manifestation comes from our positive thoughts and from our negative thoughts. So we have to be very aware during this time that our thoughts, can be negative. They can be overwhelming. They can feel like they're caging us. They can feel like they're keeping us from moving in the direction that we want to be, cage. So here, just be aware. And then our thoughts can become like, you have to do it now, or else everything's going to fail. Everything's going to fall apart. Think of your future. Think of your right here, right now. Think of what you need to build and the firm foundation that you are building off of, growing from. And that is going to be very important. Our subconscious spirit message is inspire, reverse. We are having a hard time during this time being inspired or letting that inspiration guide us. We can have a moment, a glimpse of it, and it's like, oh, it's so beautiful, it's so perfect. And then we can feel like, oh my gosh, I'm just not inspired right now. So being aware of that is going to be super important. Being tired, being drained, that is going to be an important thing to look at Where do I feel overwhelmed? Where do I feel uninspired? What is going on here? It moves us then to our chakra energy, which is our throat chakra, which is our chakra, right? Gemini, we're ruled by Mercury. So really embracing our throat chakra, really embracing our words, our energy vibration through talk, through meditation, through chanting, through singing. That's going to be so important. And here it's saying tell the truth. It's not necessarily tell the truth to everybody, because then you can't get in trouble. You can absolutely get in trouble for telling the truth. Every child knows that. You can say the truth and your mother can look at you and be like, oh, I can't believe you said that, stop it, type of thing. So it's not that you can't get in trouble for telling the truth. It is that you shouldn't lie to yourself. Tell the truth. Say who it is that you are, what it is that you want, what it is that you're moving forward towards, what it is that you desire in yourself and in your life. Tell the truth to you. Because sometimes we hide what is most sacred to us. And here, with the star in the upright position, it's like, I'm done hiding. It's time to shine. It's time to show. It's time to move forward in that energy and in that success. And it moves us then to the energy to be mindful of, which is the star, which is what we were just talking about. This, when we're told to be mindful of the star can be delusion and illusion. It can be, the wish of something is more alluring than the actuality of it. So do be mindful about that as well during this time, that we can be filled with dreams and, so angry at ourselves for not going after those dreams, especially looking in the past, and saying, oh, this is what I wanted from my past. Of course, I failed. It didn't move forward. And then looking at what we've dreamt of at our future, seeing where we are now. How am I possibly going to do this? Stop it. That's a corrupted star coming into play. Stars, when the star is in the upright position, as it is here. Here, there we go. This is our soul's wish. This is who we are. This is the essence of ourselves being connected with. When we're told to be mindful of it, we are told to be mindful of, first of all, the corruption of dreams, the weaponization of our dreams and our greatest desire. That's why the blockage in our third eye chakra, we need to work on that. And to really look and say, where do I stand? We can have some dreams, like you can dream of winning an Olympic medal, but that dream could have passed, or you were never athletic. So we can all have dreams that were never meant to come true. But could that dream be interpreted as doing something impossible, doing something that was physically taxing on you? But, it might not be running, right? That might be pole vaulting, that people can say, oh my gosh, look how fast that person goes, or look how high they can jump over that pole, So just note that when we're looking at our dreams and we're saying, oh, I failed there, deconstruct that dream and say, what's the essence of it? Because that's what we need to connect with during this time, because we haven't failed. And yet we need to be mindful of, the vocabulary, the imagery that we had around that dream, just being a bit intense. Like, it's like, oh, wow, okay, that was bigger than, the essence of it was. Our subconscious tarot message is the Ace of Swords reversed. So we have the Ace of Swords. We have the Queen of Swords here reversed. We are going to be taking the Ace of Swords, but it's like, not yet. We are taking a gift towards the power of our voice, towards the power of our mind, towards the power of expression, but it's like, not yet. This moon teaches us a lot. It stabilizes us. It has us see our dreams. It has us connect with what we want to manifest. Yet it also has us look at what we've been manifesting that we haven't been wanting, what has been cluttering our mind space. That's why having a moon journal would be so beneficial during this time. And with the Ace of Swords, it's cutting through doubts, fears, negativity, hurts, pains, disappointments. And it's saying, this is where I stand. So just be aware of this. This is on pause right now. It's a time out, but we will be taking this as we will be strengthening ourselves in a sacred feminine way, seeing our nurturing, seeing our power. The Queen of Wands is the most masculine of the queens, right? Her and the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands are the most masculine of the queens. And we tend to write them off. That they don't fit the queenly mold the way that they should. Of course they don't. They're fierce. And so here with the Queen of Swords, they have that masculine energy running through them. And maybe they have the most beautiful balance of it that we could see. So here, there is that real sense of, how do I take what I've been training in, what my life has been forging me in, and move it forward as a powerful weapon for me to cut through the negativity, but to see the light of what I desire and what I want, and to fully claim myself. All right. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy, as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this moon and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.